Irish Immigrants by Miriam Khalid, Philippa Perez, Lauren Jackson, and John Hawkins. Immigrant interviewed the immigrant's reasons for leaving his home country. The United States is a safe and stable place for my family. We had some incidents in Pakistan that led me to think it was safer if we moved, and people also told me that there were greater opportunities in the U.S. His reasons for coming to the United States instead of a different country. I came to the United States because I wanted my children to receive the best education and have a better future. I also thought the environment was more secure for my family because there is a stable government which keeps people safe. The immigrant's experiences getting into the United States. I applied for my family's visa when my second daughter was born, but we finally came here when my twins were 6 years old. It was hard to wait that long because my kids were already 6 to 14 years old and had family and friends they did not want to leave behind. Coming here was also very difficult because we didn't know anyone and it was hard to find a home and work immediately, although everyone has to take risks to have a better future. Describe how the person was impacted socially, economically, and politically since he came to the United States. After coming here, my family and I faced many hardships. It was hard to create a new life from scratch. I had to work small jobs in order to support my family. This was something very difficult because I worked at a very high post in Pakistan and lived a relaxed life. My children were young, so they didn't have a very hard time settling into their new lives, but we all missed our family and friends that we had left behind. I see people dress differently from anyone in my country. I hear people talking in another language. I feel the need to work hard to earn a good life for my family. I think I will be able to build a bright future in America. Irish immigration. In the 1800s, Irish immigrants came to the United States because they were seeking religious freedom, opportunities, and trying to save themselves from the potato famine. Ireland did not have a good economy, which led to lack of opportunities and poverty. Disease was also spreading throughout Ireland because of the potato famine. People wanted to save themselves and their families, thus they had to leave their home country. Irish immigrants came to the United States and not another country because the U.S. has religious freedom, a better economy that provides more jobs for everyone, and also a safe environment. Immigrants see America as land of opportunities.
Irish immigrants had a rough start in the United States, stuck in poverty and taunted by some of their neighbors. 5 million Irish immigrants came during the century after 1820 to the United States. The Irish poor lived in basements, cellars, and one-room apartments. Irish immigrants were likely to be unskilled, worked for low wages, and were often used as substitute labor to break strikes. Navists attacked Irish because of their Catholicism. The Irish made up almost half of all immigrants in the United States in 1840s. Their presence provoked a strong reaction among certain Native Americans, who denounced the Irish of their social behavior, their economic instability, and their Catholic religion.
I see a new environment with a better economy. I hear cattle and horses at the farm I work at. I feel like my family is better off here. I think I am a free person.
Political cartoon shows how America is willing to accept anyone into the country but does not promise shelter, food, or fair work. This holds true for the Irish immigrants and immigrants coming to America today. Many are taken advantage of by being made to work long hours for little pay, just to feed their families. The opposing view of this would be the Americans that see immigrants as equal citizens. They see them as people trying to make a living just as they do. Therefore, they deserve equal salary and treatment from the government. These Americans believe that once you're in America, you are an American and deserve the American dream just like everyone else.
Chinese Exclusion Act of 1882. The Chinese Exclusion Act prevented the further immigration of Chinese people to the United States. The Chinese Exclusion Act also denied citizenship to anyone of Asian descent. Alien Contract Labor Laws of 1887 and 1885. The Alien Contract Labor Laws prohibited the importation of foreigners under a United States business contract and thus prevented the United States companies from hiring foreign workers. The Alien Contract Labor Laws were harshest against Chinese immigrants because they wanted to work for less and often avoided labor unions. These laws had two purposes, the first of which is to prompt unionization of Americans by groups such as the Knights of Labor or American Federation of Labor. Secondly, the United States government wanted to increase the number of skilled craftsmen in the United States.